There was a man named Julius Caesar. He was loved by all citizens in Rome because he made the best pizzas and salads. All wanted him to become king, including his best friend Anthony and Brutus. They loved Caesar like brother and would never do any harm to him. But some didn't like Caesar because they hated salad. One man was Cassius. He saw people walking in their streets and asked them what they were doing walking because they weren't supposed to be there, and they said that it was Saturday and they didn't have to work, and they were celebrating Caesar's win because he just won a battle for Rome. Cases didn't see what was so great about Caesar. Cassius was a brutal guy who was jealous of Ceasar and only wanted to kill him because he was powerful and didn't afraid of anybody. One day Caesar was walking the streets of Rome and was stopped by a fortune teller. She said to beware the tides of March, but he didn't know what that was because there is no ocean nearby. Caesar was going to become king soon and all the people all cheered. But Cassius didn't want Caesar to boss him around. Cassius wanted to get rid of him because he liked Pizza Hut better, so he and some senators conspired against him. He wanted help from someone high on ranks and someone close to Julius, so he spoke to Brutus. He told him how Caesar was going to be a mean and bad king to trick Brutus into thinking it was true. Cassius said, "He got you tricked, bro." And Brutus said, "I am who I don't know what I am anymore." Cassius knew what had to be done. He said he should help stab Caesar. Brutus decided to help Cassius with the stabbing and wanted to talk with his wife to see what she thought. When he spoke to his wife, she said he must do what he thought was right. Then she said no matter what happened, she would not tell anyone, so she cut herself to say that she wouldn't, even though she didn't have to, but she did. She thought it would show him that she wouldn't tell nobody. That night there was storming bad, like aliens and monsters were attacking the place and putting bad omens in there, and the statue was tearing and the pants were dead. Brutus reads some letters from other people who also hate salads and didn't want to be bossed around, but Brutus does not know that they were fake letters, and Cassius wrote to trick him. Brutus does now want to kill Caesar for sure, and he wasn't so sure at first. So then Caesar wanted to go to the place where they are make people king, and his wife, her name was Calpurnius, said he should stay home because she watched a scary movie and had nightmares, and she was scared something would happen to him, so he was gonna stay. But one of Cassius's evil henchmen came and tricked Caesar into leaving the house because he said there was no way anything could happen and that scary movies always have a good ending. But little did Caesar know, the good ending would be for Cassius! Moar people in the streets talk to Caesar and say he is cool, but some people try to warn him that he will be killed, but he does not listen to the fortune teller again because he doesn't believe in psychic powers. When he gets to the building with the crown, he sees it was a trap. Then the people that were tricking him got all their knives out and stabbed him to death. Caesar fought with them for a little, but then he saw his bro and knew he didn't have friends in the world, so he died. Then Anthony, Caesar's other bro, came and walked and asked what was the meaning of this because there was blood on the floor and he knew it was not tomato sauce. So Brutus told him they are killed Caesar because he was evil and got him tricked, but Anthony knew better, so he didn't say nothing because he wanted revenge. Then later Brutus tells the people in the funeral that they had to kill his bro because he would have too much power and not even Optimus Prime would be able to defeat him. Then Caesar's other bro Anthony told them that Caesar had a will and said that they could all have free pizza and could have free nights at Caesar's palace anytime they wanted. When the people heard this, they were mad at Caesar and Brutus for killing him and called them traitors and kicked them out of their houses. Then outside of the city, Brutus and Cassius were being revenged, so they made an army to fight off them and not die. Brutus was starting to feel sick because he was so sad that he killed his best bro, so he was sad, and he also got told that his wife was dead and she committed suicide and swallowed fire. That night a ghost comes to Brutus and Brutus was scared because he knew that it was not humming and says, "Brutus, you let me get died and stabbed and you stabbed me. I come back from dead to tell you, and now you must pay." And Brutus was scared and only said, "No, I'm sorry, bro. The power of the king is too much and we would all get dead." Cassius you had me tripping. So then the ghost knew what was up and left. Then there was a battle with guns and trees and explosions. Some of the bad guys' army was killing to good guys, but they fought back and win some and lose some. After a while of battling, the bad guys brought out a cannon and started to fire everyone and kill them. And Anthony had to do something, but he didn't have weapon. So he thought and then got a big ball and clogged up the cannon. Then Anthony went and there were fighting the final boss, who was Cassius. Anthony got on his horse and did a backflip off a building and landed, but had to ride fast because Cassius was big and far away. Anthony got a rocket launcher and fired it at Cassius and made him get hit, and Cassius died. "Take that, evil boss," Anthony said. The next day the people killed his henchmen. Brutus died later when he stabbed himself with his sword because he was sad. When Anthony sees he's all dead and he tells people with him, "Friends, this was my good bro and he was Caesar's best bro, and he went to kill him because he loved his country. This is a good man. I am truly sorry for your loss." And then they gave Brutus a ceremony and all celebrated over a victory and half-price $2.99 pizza buffet. And Cassius and evil henchmen would never bother anyone again for the rest of time.